Alright guys, I'm going to participate in PM's challenge on your drills. This one of course has got a tip gone off of it, but I was going to show you this, and this is one that came from, it's translucent, but anyway, it came from the field I call Old No Name. I hadn't really named the field. You may have seen me find these on video this year. They're both translucent hornstone. But anyway, I found 19 drills this year, and 11 of them came from my old stomping grounds. I was just going to show you a few of these that I've got. And I've probably found, I hadn't even counted, but I probably found more this year than what I've actually found the whole rest of the time that I've been hunting. Some of these you've seen before. These are some older ones that I've had for quite some time. This one came not too far from my dovetail field. There was just a huge spring in the area, and those Indians were just occupied all around it. It's got a little tip damage. I won't handle all these, and I believe this thing came from my old stomping grounds back years ago when I used to hunt it. Not thick, but it got the job done. And of course you got your T-drills, and I've showed these at some point in an earlier video. This is the first one that I found in 2012. Check that thing out. It's just all it is just a bevel. So thin. And that's a place I'm just dying to stick a shovel or wiggle pick in the ground. I found that in a wooded area, and it's just covered up with flakes all over the surface of the ground, and that's where that came from. I mean, I found it around the root of some trees, along with some other, I found a couple of blunts that day and some broken halves. So I'm satisfied they just sit right there and just might have been their napping station. I don't know. Check this out. It's just ground. You can see it. It's just so heavily ground all the way around the edges of this thing. I honestly don't know what they used it for. I mean, there's no sharpness about it nowhere. But anyway, I'm kind of partial to drills. I like them. They're just a little bitty thing right there. Of course, this one in the center right here, you've seen it, and I've mentioned it to you before. It came from my old stomping grounds, but I probably found that much of it. And one of them little ears, I can't remember which one it is, had a little restoration on it, but that tip's been restored on it. Dr. Gomer from Florida done that. The more I've looked at it, the more I believe it's a Benton. Look at that sticker on there. Give me a minute. Alright, I'm back. I wanted you to see the colors in that thing. It's just awesome colors in it. Yeah, I believe it's a Benton, a drill. Really nice drill. And I believe that one came from down there. Well, actually, I believe both of those T-drills came from there. Well, numerous drills, most all the drills that I have probably came from there. This one didn't. This is an exceptional little drill right here. I don't know what style you would consider that. It's really not a T-drill. Not a paddle drill or pencil drill. I don't know, just a work down blade of some kind. It's not ground. And I don't know about these right here. I'm not considering this a drill. I think it's just a little dart point of some kind. It came out of the same field though that came out of, and this little piece right here. Now I don't find a lot of the stuff like that right there. It's a real fine little dart point. But anyway, there's a unique looking one. I won't handle all these. I'll show you some of these that I found at the old stomping grounds this year. Like I mentioned, 11 out of the 19 I found this year came from there. And this one was probably the first one this year that I found down there. Just real early, May 23rd. It's real nice little pencil drill. It's translucent. And of course this whole case is some things that I found this year down there. And it's not all of them by far. But I put together 2 different cases, so far from them. This centerpiece here was found back when I used to hunt it. That's the only piece in there that wasn't found this year. And then this case up here, all of them came from down there this year. And you can see a lot of this has got drills in it. They're not, a lot of them, they're not just real fine, but, they didn't have to have real fine ones to get the job done. There's some cool drills, so I like drills, and a lot of them, are real similar from down there. And this one right here is really unique. I really like it. It's just a flake with a drill tip worked on it. And of course, this is not all of them. I mentioned 19. There's actually probably 20. I think I found one more that was made on a flake. I know I did, and I showed it on video when I made the finale down there this year. So I'd say 20, and 12 of them came from down there. It was a bigger, but this is probably the finest one that I found down there this year. Ain't nothing wrong with that one. Real fine tip on it. Real nice colors and flaking. Well, colors, I mean, it's black. That's fine colors to a lot of folks that don't find anything but white. Or quartz or something, I'd probably get tired of finding the same colors too. Of course, around here you can see, a lot of stuff is hornstone, but yet you've got, variety of colors in the hornstone. And then, of course, there's other chert, that's used besides hornstone. This is a pretty cool little flake drill right here. I think it's what it is a flake drill. Found that on the 23rd of May. See this flake scar? But you can also see the napping along the edge of it there, sharpening it up. I found 2 of those actually this year. One of them had the base snapped off of it. I found both parts. I had never glued it back together yet. So if it's considered a drill, I don't know how many I found. I found a bunch this year. And just had an awesome time. It's been an enjoyable time. But I'll just scan over a few of these. I mean, you've seen them. Of course, my Capina, I got it, separate from these. It came from down there this year. That's a real nice big sandy right there. But I've got different, I showed you my buckets outside from down there. This, of course, this video challenge is for the drills, but just to make you something to look at. I'll ease right over here. And I mentioned that I showed you the 2 5-gallon buckets of stuff I found at old stomping grounds this year, and I probably had that much in the house. Well, this is what I've got in the house from down there. This is just what I'd consider, for the most part, field grade. It's got, little damages here and there, and I could go through, no doubt, and make a nice case out of these. I bet they, shoot, I don't know. There's probably a couple of 100 points in that right there. And I found that, and then this right here is nothing more than blunts and worked pieces of flint, that's pretty much whole. Just tons of blunts, every size and shape from down there. You tell me how many is in that box. I bet there's a couple of hundred of them too. And then of course all this stuff. And this is one of your large, you know. Of course a lot of these are, you know, hammer stones and bigger pieces of stuff. There's big tools and whatnot. But gosh, there's about 7 broken celts in this box. I kept that out. Well, they're not in this box. They're in a broken, but I kept that out because that's polished right there. I believe they continued using that pole. But anyway, there's hammer stones and stuff like that in amongst the mix here. But anyway, that's a good year's haul, I tell you. And of course, like I mentioned, the videos have slowed down. You've seen that, so I'm having to do whatever for now. But that's one cool little drill right there. I ain't gonna get it out. I got it under glass. But anyway, I won't keep on and on. I'll let you look at these one more time right here. This is a neat little piece right here. I found that at the field that I found my lost lake at this year, and that big. I keep calling it a big sloth. I've heard people call it a big slough and big slouch and everything else. I don't know what to call it. You know, I called this right here a beaver lake, you know, for a long time. And look yonder, that sticker. And it may be a beaver lake, you know. It's a small, and it's got wire right in there that you can't tell whether that was ever ground or not. But these right here shoulders and these little articulates, they are ground. So it may just be, you know, a real small work down Beaver Lake. But I like it. Anyway, one of the very few quartz points I've ever found. I think I've found 2 or 3 pieces in my area, and that being one of them. Neat little creamy looking point. But anyway, guys, I'll get off here, and I appreciate you watching, and we'll see what we can do when we get a chance to get back out. But my hunting, surface hunting's about over with for the year. Check out that little baby. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in.